Hello friends, welcome back to PlayStation News, hoping you are doing great, and here are 5 gaming stories that you need to know. Starting with Alan Wake 2 and Remedy giving the details about how it works on PS5 Pro, and it has received some criticism from fans. So Remedy's focus with the PS5 Pro is to add ray tracing features, and it uses Sony's AI upscaler PSSR for that, with the current quality and performance modes for the game being upgraded. Performance mode will offer 60 FPS with an upgraded 4K image upscale from 864p, and that's compared to the 1440p resolution on base PS5. It will also have other improvements on overall image stability, fog, volumetric lighting, and shadow accuracy. Quality mode, on the other hand, has a 4K image upscale from 1224p resolution and adds ray trace reflections that were not on the standard PS5. The downside is that it runs at 30 FPS. The studio said that they wanted to retain the same 2 visual configurations the game launched with while improving visual quality, but the 30 FPS limit in quality mode has been the target of discussions online. That is because if we remember the Mark Cerny presentation, the idea of the PS5 Pro was to eliminate or narrow the need of choosing between different modes, and obviously this now makes people question the device if we really need a PS5 Pro, as people were questioning before, if the console is worth it. We have talked about 30 FPS games on PS5 Pro in previous videos, how developers don't have to hit all the bells and whistles on the PS5 Pro for the game to be considered as enhanced. And Digital Foundry also talked about this in a previous interview that we also covered here in another video, and how GTA 6 was probably gonna run at 30 FPS on PS5, given all of the systems that Rockstar has running on their games in the background. Maybe we'll get better implementations compared to Alan Wake 2 from other developers or Remedy themselves as they get to work more on PS5 Pro. But for now, 30 FPS on PS5 Pro is real, and it will happen to more games. I'm not interested in PS5 Pro, but are you interested in the console? Does this change your mind on getting a PS5 Pro? Let me know in the comments. In related Alan Wake 2 news, the new Lake House DLC is out today, and Remedy has released a new free anniversary update for the game. The update includes many accessibility options like changing axis sensitivity, autocomplete QTEs, changing button tapping to a single tap, or modifiers such as one-shot kill. And on PS5 it now has full haptic support for healing items and throwables, as before it only worked for weapons, plus motion control support for aiming. Next, Korean developer Pearl Abyss has declined Sony on making their upcoming game Crimson Desert a timed PlayStation exclusive. A new investor report from the developer via Google Translate indicates that they were offered an exclusive contract with the condition to ban the game on Xbox for a certain time, but they decided to proceed with self-publishing as that would make them the most profit. The report also says that Sony evaluated the game and considered the atmosphere and story to be similar to its own Ghost of Tsushima, which has gone on to sell 10 million copies, so that's the reason why they wanted it as an exclusive. Last year we had some news that Sony was interested in locking exclusives from Korean developers, and that included Pearl Abyss and also NeoWiz that does Lies of P. So this kind of confirms that, but so far it seems that they have been unsuccessful, or at least with those two. As unsuccessful as Hazelight has been in hiding the name of their new co-op game. Last week the studio Twitter account teased the script for a new IP, and director Joseph Fares also hinted at the name in another tweet. Now we have reliable leaker Bill Kun that said on the D-Labs forums that the game will be called a Split Fiction, which lines up with Fares' tweet. The game has apparently been in development for about 2 years, and the name is due to a dynamic split screen that is teased in the photo from the studio. All of the previous games from Hazelight have been in co-op and split screen, either online or offline, so maybe they will take that a little bit further. And given that they are teasing it now, maybe we could get a reveal at the Game Awards or at some point next year. Coming up, Saber Interactive has replied to the Space Marine controversy that saw the game receiving lots of negative reviews last week. So far the game has been very successful, gathering 4.5 million players, but they kind of made the same mistakes as Helldivers, nerfing some equipment and earning those negative reviews on Steam. Saber Interactive has now said on Twitter that they closely read player feedback regarding the latest patch for Space Marine 2, and they are actively working on another one including balancing fixes, and it should be out this week. Now, sneaking into our next story, Snake's voice actor David Hayter is back at teasing more stuff regarding Metal Gear. We have known for a while that he and some of the other actors, including Jim Piddock for Major Zero and Laurie Allen for the boss, have been doing some new voice work for Metal Gear Solid Delta. Now, what Konami said back then and everyone assumed is that they were re-recording button inputs, so when the characters mentioned them in the codec they matched the PlayStation changes and also other platforms. But maybe it's more than that. Hayter said in a recent interview with the Kakucho Pure YouTube channel that Konami has let him in behind the scenes of the game and he played a few months ago. Now, he also said, and I quote, "There may be some things that I'm doing voice-wise that I can't really talk about yet, but I'm working to support the game and I'm pretty involved, which is nice." Now, if he can talk about it, maybe it's not that simple as doing some re-recording for some button inputs. One of the things that I thought is that maybe he's doing an extra cutscene to work as a post-credit and this whatever Konami has in plan for the future of the franchise. Or maybe I'm looking too much into it, but let me know what other theories you have in the comments. So there you have it, all the news that I have for you today. Let me know what you guys think about all of the stories that we talk about here in the comments. Remember that you can find all of the sources in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more PlayStation news videos like this. And with that, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you on the next one.